After the Toronto Blue Jays get absolutely crushed yesterday 19-4, they repay the favor to the San Diego Padres, crushing them 10-1 today. And Jays fans, has it been awful over the last little while, the last 4 games? Yes, it has. But today is a prime example of what the future will be for the Toronto Blue Jays. The reason I say that is because right now it's not too great. You're not going to have guys hit 400. You're not going to have see guys hit 300 on a nightly basis. You're not going to see that. But the odd time you're in there, you will see everything come together and it'll be like, man, the future looks really bright. And today was one of those days. Yesterday, the Jays had 4 runs on 4 hits. Ideally, the same lineup they threw out there today, for the most part. However, today, they had 10 runs on 17 hits. Have a night. A lot of the damage are done by the Jays rookies. Reason I say that, let's go through it here real quick. Vladdy goes 3 for 5, scores a run in the ball game. Great job. So his average coming into the game was in the 220s, 222. He leaves the ballpark today hitting 242. Good to see Vladdy get back into the hit column after, 3 or 4 straight games of not being able to get a hit. So it's good to see him there get back into the hit column. And Justin Smoke goes 2 for 5, and he has double barrel smoke bombs, a 2-run shot and a 3-run shot. He goes 2 for 5 with 2 home runs, gets 5 RBIs in the ball game. Great to see Smokey get going a little bit. He has 5 home runs in his last 5 games. And obviously 2 home runs today. It's great to see for Justin Smoke. Well deserved. He also scored a couple runs, obviously in the 2 home runs as well. Randal Grichuk goes 2 for 4, walks once and scores a run. Great to see Grich get back into the hit column. He's been struggling a lot lately, but to see him go 2 for 4, it's really good to see. The last at-bat that he had was an infield single, but it counts. Doesn't matter. And Eric Sogard at the top of the lineup. Again, the top of the lineup is what really, really shows a team, if your leadoff guy's hitting, the rest of the team gets going quickly. And seeing Eric Sogard go 2 for 5 today, scores a run in the ball game. He's hitting 272. It's good to see. It really is. Now, Freddie Galvis, guys, went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Rough night for him. But the man, well, there's a couple guys of the night. really, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. coming into the game has 2 home runs in his first 2 games. Actually, let's kind of fast forward a little bit here. So we go to the bottom of the second inning, and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. gets a base hit, his first hit of the night. We're like, man, this guy's starting to swing the bat. Well, next batter, Cavan Biggio. And he hits a ground ball through the right side past 2 diving infielders crossing, and it's a base hit for his first big league hit for Cavan Biggio. It's great to see there. Drury comes all the way around to third. You got first and third. Sorry, excuse me. No, it's where is he here? Lourdes Gurriel Jr. goes all the way to third base on the play. Bring up Brandon Drury, and he ends up grounding out, but it was a fielder's choice, and Gurriel comes in to score. Blue Jays lead it 1-0. All right, we'll take a lead. We didn't really have that yesterday, so we'll take it today. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. at the dish, and he crushes one. And where were we? Bottom 4, right? This is bottom of the 4th inning. Yeah, he gets a 1-0 pitch, and it's kind of like a hanging slider or whatnot, and he does not miss it. He crushes it into the left center field, and it's gone. He's got 3 home runs in 3 games since being called up from AAA. Great to see him swinging the bat well. He's already 2 for 2 on the day. Oh, he's feeling great. Next batter, Cavan Biggio. And boy, oh boy, a 1-2 pitch from Biggio, and he gets a fastball up and in, and ooh, baby, gets barrel the ball, and I don't know which word to use. You could use plastered, you could use crushed, you could use demolished, annihilated, whatever you want to say, but he absolutely manhandled. I'll use that one. The pitch, it was incredible. Seeing him get that pitch, and he crushes it into the 4th deck right down the right field line for his first big league home run. And it was an estimated how far? 405 feet, but boy, it was crushed. What a job by Biggio. And he was talking to Rashmi Daney after the game, and he asked him kind of, what was he looking for there? And Biggio said, and this is showing you how mature these young players are. Because he said, well, I saw Freddie Galvis a few at-bats earlier. They tried to put him away with a fastball up and in. So, I'm not saying he was looking for it, but he was kind of ready for it. And that's what he got, and he crushed it. Young kid, got a brain. And he showed it there today. I mean, what a great job there. And the Blue Jays at this point lead 3-0. We're feeling good. Will Myers is a solo shot against Marcus Stroman. But then we go to the bottom of the fifth, and the Blue Jays, they're not done yet. They ain't done. The 3-1 lead ain't good enough for the Toronto Blue Jays. They bring in Luis Perdomo, and Eric Sogard singles to right field. But then Vladimir Guerrero Jr. grounds out, but Sogard moves up to second base on the play. Next batter, Justin Smoak on an 0-2 pitch. All right? Usually the 0-2 pitches are either garbage or they're put-away pitches, but it's a slider that stays over the middle of the plate, and Smokey crushes it 415 feet to right center field, and it's gone! A 2-run shot for Smokey. The Blue Jays lead it 5-1. They're feeling it. This is great to see from him. Next batter, Randal Grichuk. He singles to center field. Galvis then strikes out. Then Lourdes Gurriel Jr. doubles to left field. Grichuk comes in to score. Stay hot, Lourdes. He's 3 for 3 on the day. Next up, Biggio. And what an at-bat here by Kevin Biggio. We've seen, look what you've seen in this game so far from Kevin Biggio with the bat. You saw a ground ball through the right side. It gets through. You saw him crush a ball down the line, and it's gone for a solo shot. So he's got the power. He found a hole. In this at-bat, he puts bat to ball and hits it the other way. Oh, it's when a lefty hits the ball the other way, it's so gorgeous. He hits the ball the other way and it drops in for a base hit. Gurriel Jr. comes in to score, and the Blue Jays are just keep piling it on here. They're feeling great. They're piling on the runs, and I mean, my goodness, it is now a 7-1 ball game for the Toronto Blue Jays. It is awesome. Let me go to the bottom of the 8th inning with Vladdy on base and Brandon Drury on base. Justin Smoak up again. We already talked about the first smoke bomb he crushed, and then he crushes a 3-run shot on a 3-1 count. And I mean, the Jays now lead it 10-1. So after I just broke down every play that happened, let's go through these youngins. Vladdy goes 3 for 5. Where is he? Gurriel Jr. 4 for 4 with 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored, gets a home run. And guys, remember when he was hitting 175 when he got called up 3 days ago? He's now hitting 260. So what happens when you start the season slow, and again, you only have minimal at-bats, when you have a great game, it skyrockets. It was like 86, I think it was, coming into the game today, or 190 something, and it jumped to 260. What a night for Gurriel Jr. He's looking a lot more comfortable out in left field. He actually threw at Eric Hosmer trying to stretch a single into a double, and he played it great off the wall. I'm liking myself some Lourdes Gurriel Jr. out there in left field, because not only is he playing all right defense, he went 4 for 4. We know what he can do at the bat. And you saw it today. And then, of course, Kevin Biggio went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He got the home run. He got a run in the ballgame. So after not being able to get a hit, with the 3 hits today, he's now hitting 300. Attaboy Biggio. So basically, the young guys of Biggio went 3 for 4, Gurriel Jr. went 4 for 4, and Vladdy went 3 for 5. What a job. And we were not even able to talk about Marcus Stroman, who, other than the solo shot that he gave up, was pretty damn good. 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, walked 1 guy, and struck out 2. So it picks up the victory. His 3rd win on the year, 2nd win in a row for Marcus Stroman, and people love looking at numbers. His ERA was 2.81 coming into the game. It's 2.74 leaving the ballpark, dropped 7 points. 274 earned run average? Come on, there's no one who's going to complain about that. And yes, we were supposed to see Chris Paddock today, but we didn't see him. He had some, neck tightness or something. Who cares? You won 10-1. And for the bullpen, you saw Daniel Hudson throw a clean inning, give up 3 hits, but he did throw a clean inning and struck out a batter. Joe Biagini came out, gave up a couple hits in 2 innings, but no runs gave up, and 2 strikeouts for Big Joe. Ken Giles just does what he does, threw an inning, no hits, no walks. I spit all over the screen. No hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts for Giles. His ERA drops to 1.25. Dynamite. He needed some work, so they threw him in a 10-1 game, and he gave you a clean inning, got a couple strikeouts. Good job by Giles, and a great job by the Blue Jays. Ladies and gentlemen, we've talked about this before. This Jays team are going to lose a lot of games. We know that. However, the games that they do win are going to be very entertaining. Was yesterday fun? No. Was today fun? Oh, yeah, it was. You know why? Because the youngsters had a good game. You see the future of this team, and you see them playing very well. Speaking of the future, let's go down to the minor leagues, and there's only a couple of guys I'm going to talk about here. Let's go to the Dunedin Blue Jays and Logan Warmoth. Again, I didn't realize he's actually getting a little bit older now. He's now 23 or 24 years old. But again, former first-round pick of the Blue Jays back in the Nate Pearson draft that year. He went 2 for 4 today for the Dunedin Blue Jays. He's been swinging the bat a lot better since he's come off the IL. He's now hitting .259 there. It's great to see him starting to get his bat going. He was a first-round pick. You want to start seeing this guy progress. And again, especially with the age now, you want to start seeing him. You want to start seeing this guy get going. And to see him go 2 for 4 again today was really, really good for him. And you want to start seeing it consistently now from him. Go to the AA New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Not a great game. My boy Yenzi Diaz got lit up in AA, and it sucks, but again, I think he's like 20 or 20, it's probably like 21 and 22 years old. He's going to have some problems at some point in AA. That's totally fine. But no one's going to have some perfect, yes, you're not going to fly in out of nowhere and have some amazing appearances and then get called up to AAA and be great there and then boom in the big leagues. There's going to be ups and downs. And he had a down game today. I think he threw 7 shutout innings the game before. That's what happens with a young pitcher. It's going to happen, guys. But another positive thing is Riley Adams, the catcher/DH that we talked about actually, I guess technically earlier on today in the video from last night's game. He went 2 for 3 again today, had a walk, got 3 RBIs, scored a couple runs, and with Riley Adams, he was doing very well in Dunedin last year, to start the season. I think he was like hitting .270 or something, so they give him the call up to AA, and he's now hitting .271. Attaboy, Riley Adams, continuously progress. Another catching prospect for the Blue Jays, continually going through the system. It's great to see for the Toronto Blue Jays. But that's really it when it comes to the progress report, because there really wasn't a whole lot to talk about when it comes to the youngsters as well. The Blue Jays played a pretty damn good game. You want to talk about that? And the youngsters getting the job done. Ain't that a beautiful sight, people? Seeing Marcus throw some good games. See Giles have a good inning. See the young guys get a ton of hits. It's beautiful. And it's the future, people. I mean, look, they have a great game today. They could have a terrible game tomorrow. It's just the way young players work. It just happens. Now, for the Blue Jays, and tomorrow, they head down to Tampa Bay to take on the Rays, a very good Tampa Bay Rays team, and it's a 1:10 first pitch down there in Tampa. Aaron Sanchez gets the ball for the Blue Jays in Game 1. I think it's a 3-game set against the Rays before the Jays have a day off on Thursday. But for the Blue Jays, they take on the Tampa Bay Rays tomorrow. It's a 1:10 first pitch. They look to kind of ride the momentum from today's game and go into tomorrow. But with Tampa, they're a good team. They're probably going to have an opener, I think it is, to Monday and Tuesday, and then the JC Blake Snell on Wednesday. Great. But, again, you're going to see an opener probably Monday and Tuesday, so you got to come out, and it's so difficult to face openers. The one time the Jays did it this year, they won the game. I was actually at that game. Me and my girlfriend were at the game, and it was a lot of fun. But for the Blue Jays, you got to take it one game at a time. I mean, you enjoy this victory, because I'm going to enjoy it. Because you're not going to see a whole lot of wins from this team over the season, right? They're not going to win. They're not going to be an 80-90 win team. We all know that. They've already lost 32 games. I don't know what to expect the rest of the way, but what I do know is that from one day to the next, you never know what this team's going to give you. And that's good and bad in a sense. It's bad because they could get absolutely clobbered like yesterday, but it's good because they can do what they did today. It's sports, people. Oh my God, knocking over everything. That's sports, people. And enjoy this victory for what it is. Rewatch the Biggio home run, because I know I am. There was a beautiful swing. And low-key, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a 3-for-5 night. We're not even really talking about him because it's just Vladdy for us, right? It's just doing the job. Love it. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you enjoyed the victory today because it was fun. Smack that like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of the game. Who you want to give an MVP to the game? Go ahead. Would you give it to Biggio? Would you give it to Gurriel Jr.? I think those two are probably the guys you'd give it to. Yes, Vladdy had a 3-for-5 night, but the RBIs were a little low for Vladdy. I don't think he had any in the ball game, where else the other guys had like 3 or 4 RBIs. So, who's your MVP from today's game? Would you give it to Biggio? Would you give it to Gurriel Jr.? Would you even give it to Marcus Stroman, maybe? I don't know. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this game, your thoughts on this video. And Evan and I will talk to you guys podcast edition. Actually, just uploaded the podcast that we recorded yesterday before the Raptor game. The links are in the description for the podcast channel, guys, and for the podcast itself on iTunes. Twitter is also down below. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff, guys. And I will talk to you guys, rewind, Check out my main man Mo Buckets on Twitter, Blue Jays Wave on Instagram, guys. He already uploaded the Lourdes Gurriel Jr. home run and the Kevin Biggio home run to his Instagram page. So go check that out, Blue Jays Wave on Instagram. He's already posted the post-game stats and everything. Great guy, quick content, as you guys can tell. He's already uploaded all that stuff. Great stuff, and go check him out, guys, one more time. Blue Jays Wave on Instagram. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition Wednesday, as we'll be talking the finals preview between the Raptors and the Golden State Warriors, which first game one is on Thursday at Scotiabank Arena. But we'll talk to you guys on Wednesday for the preview of that series. And as for the Toronto Blue Jays, guys, like we talked about, they play tomorrow afternoon, 1:10 first pitch, down there in Tampa at Tropicana Field. As Aaron Sanchez gets the ball for the Blue Jays. Not sure which opener is going to be the one going for the Tampa Bay Rays there tomorrow afternoon. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you guys then.